Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another what I eat in a day video because these are always so highly requested and I can show you guys some new recipes. It's going to be a bit of a social isolation slash lockdown version because obviously my day right now is very different here in Australia and I'm going to take you guys along and explain a bit of it as I go. First off, our dinner has arrived at 6 a.m. This is our box of Marley spoons. We've been ordering Marley spoon boxes so that we have 3 dinners per week already sorted for us, and they have vegan options now. So we've got the vegan box, and I'm going to cook one of those for dinner tonight and show you guys what recipe is inside, because we did it last week, was our first week, and we really loved the recipes. So I think you guys will love to see what's inside here because you can even make them yourself and they're super simple and easy. I'm going to have a piece of my banana bread, which I baked. So this is a recipe from my first cookbook. So it is the peanut nana bread from Elsa's Wholesome Life. And I did modify the recipe a little bit. It's in the front section of the book. And I left out the peanut butter and I also left out the dates, and instead I used a liquid sweetener, and I think I added maybe a little bit more banana. So this is the recipe here. And it is one of my all-time favorite banana bread recipes. As you can see, it's like really well risen and just so delicious. I made this earlier in the week and I've just been having a small piece of it as like a pre-breakfast, because at the moment all our cafes and restaurants are only able to do takeaway. Hello, Oat. Hello. Spying on me. So instead of sitting there and having a Vegemite toast and a coffee, I've been having a bit of banana bread at home before I go. So I'm gonna toast this up and have it with some honey and vegan butter. So while I have my morning banana bread, I also have a glass of water and I take my prenatal supplement. So I just received my new package of Ritual prenatal supplements. Let me show you. So this is their essential prenatal, which I've been taking for a few months now, basically my whole pregnancy. And they are delivered to your door. Unfortunately for us Australians, they don't yet ship to us, but for all my American subscribers, you can click the link in my description and get a really good deal on these. They also have a essential women's vitamin, so if you're not pregnant or not trying to get pregnant, they have another supplement for you. And I love their supplements because they basically explain all of the things in there with this little book. So I take 2 of these every day, and what I love about the Ritual ones is that they have a no nausea capsule design. So basically they are 2 capsules inside of one another. So if you ladies are thinking, trying, or already pregnant, right now Ritual is offering you all 10% off your first 3 months. Just head to ritual.com/Elsa's Life and use the code Elsa's Life at checkout. King Alex and Queen Elsa. Thanks, Tim. So we just got home from our walk and I'm going to have my proper breakfast now because I've had my little morning snack to get me through the morning feelings of nausea. It's now 9:37 and I'm gonna have 2 of my favorite little breakfasts because I'm a bit indecisive. I'm gonna have a smaller version of both. I'm now into my 26th week of pregnancy, so heading towards that 3rd trimester. And yeah, this is my favorite breakfast. favorite two breakfasts in one. So the first recipe is going to be a simple salted caramel smoothie. I actually call this my caramilk smoothie because I like to make it really milky, kind of like a milkshake. And it's just a simple 3 ingredients, very easy to make, and I've been obsessed with it. So into my smoothie, I'm just putting 1 frozen banana, and I'm also going to add in 4 to 5 ice cubes just to make it nice and cold, as well as a cup of soy milk. And the final, most important ingredient is this Tropica salted caramel protein. So I've got 1 tablespoon of protein. This adds about 17 grams of protein to this smoothie, and it also adds that delicious salted caramel flavor. If you guys haven't tried Tropica's protein range, honestly get on it. I'm so obsessed. I've got some information in the description box below, so you guys can get 15% off your first order if you haven't tried Tropica yet. And yeah, this smoothie is super simple. Just blend it up and pour it into a glass. It's kind of like a milkshake. So for my avocado toast, I've got 1 small ripe avocado, and I'm going to mash that with some lemon juice as well as some chili salt flakes and some cracked pepper. And once the toast is toasted, I'm just going to pile it on top with a drizzle of olive oil and then finally some sliced cherry tomatoes. So that is my simple breakfast. I've got my caramilk smoothie and avocado toast with cherry tomatoes. This is the secret to a good avocado toast. Thick sourdough. Oh. Oh. Okay, so now we're moving on to lunch, and I'm going to create a new recipe for you guys. This is going to be something that you can make and have for the next couple of days. It's just 1 person. It might serve you 3, maybe 4 days if you can sort of space it out a bit. I am making a vegan chili, and what I like about this is that it's very simple, easy to make. You've got your protein and you can use any kind of beans. I'm going for black beans and chickpeas. At the moment in Australia, it's pretty hard to get more than 2 of these in one shop, but we've done a little bit of a stock up. And to serve, I'm going to be serving it with some tortilla chips, but you can also serve it with some potato fries, or maybe with rice or with quinoa. And that's kind of what I like about this recipe, because you can mix it up and serve it differently each day so that you don't get bored of the same recipe, but you've got the same mix here. So let's get started on this bean chili recipe. This wholesome bean chili is one of my ultimate favorite dishes to make. I love that you can cook it all in one pot, and it's a great way to use up some extra ingredients in the fridge at the end of the week. So starting off, we're going to finely dice half a brown onion, along with 2 garlic cloves, and then you're going to finely slice 1 long red chili. If you can't get access to fresh chilies, you can also add a teaspoon of dried chili powder. Next, you're going to roughly chop 1 red capsicum. Again, you can use any type of capsicum here. Next, we're going to roughly chop 1 tomato, and again, if you don't have one of these on hand, you can just use an extra can of tomatoes. Next, you're going to dice 1 large or 2 small carrots. And finally, we're going to dice 1 large washed potato, or if you prefer, you can use sweet potato. Now, grab out a large pot and add about 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using avocado oil. Add in 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, along with 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds and 1 vegetable stock cube. And you're going to crumble that into the pot. Then add in the onion, garlic, chili, capsicum and tomato, and place the pot over medium to high heat. Saute for about 3 minutes or until the onions are softened and translucent. Pour in 2 cups of water along with the carrot and potatoes, and place a lid on the pot and allow it to simmer at medium heat, stirring occasionally for about 10 minutes. Remove the lid and add in 1 teaspoon of salt, as well as 1 can of chopped or diced tomatoes. Bring the pot back to the simmer before adding in 1 can of black beans along with 1 can of chickpeas. I have pre-drained and rinsed the beans, and you can honestly use any type of bean in your chili. Cover with the lid and simmer for a further 10 minutes. Or until the chili has thickened and the potato is really soft and fluffy. Now it's time to serve up your bean chili. For my lunch today, I am serving up the bean chili into a bowl with half an avocado, which I'm just going to dice. And then I'm going to scoop the avocado on top of my bowl and drizzle over some lemon or lime juice, along with a good handful of dairy-free cheese. The brand I'm using is called Bio Cheese. And lastly, I'm going to serve mine with some tortilla chips. So guys, that is my bean chili recipe, and I've served it with some avocado, vegan cheese, and tortilla chips. You can have this bean chili so many ways, which is what I love about it, because you can mix it up every single day. But for lunch, I wanted to make it kind of like a nacho bowl with some corn chips and avocado. And I've left the bean chili to chill, don't mind the pun, here all afternoon, and then I'm going to put that into some containers into separate serves. And actually I think this recipe will probably give the 2 of us about 3 meals each, so like 6 serves. So it's a good bulk cooked dish if you guys are stuck in quarantine and want something easy to whip up and have for a few days. It's like after 4 p.m. and I am having my second coffee for the day. I like to have a iced one. It's decaf, so best thing about having decaf coffee when you're pregnant is that you can have it at any time and you don't have to feel guilty about it, because it's not going to keep you up at night, and I still get to enjoy my second OT iced latte. If you buy a good roast from your coffee shop of decaf, it actually tastes pretty good, so not sad about it. Changing me. It's time to cook dinner, and as I mentioned earlier today, we are getting the Marley spoon boxes, so I'm going to show you how we cook one of the meals from that. And tonight we're going to have the mushroom meat rice balls. I'm going to make this one because we actually had the mushroom meat in one of those tacos last week and it was really good. So I want to try this recipe version as well. And another thing that I love about Marley spoon is that it comes with the full recipe and all the ingredients, so that way I can just lay it out and get him to cook. So first up, Alex is finally chopping up the mushroom meat. It is by Fable Food Co, and it's mostly made from shiitake mushrooms. We're also finally dicing 1 red onion, and then we're going to add in all the spices to the bowl too. So we've got olive oil, tomato paste, chili flakes, pepper, salt, and then we're going to mix all that through. Meanwhile, Alex is dicing the garlic and adding that to the bowl. And I've also cooked some brown rice and quinoa, which I've just blended, and I'm going to stir that through. Using your hands, mix it all together until it starts to stick, and then we're going to line a baking tray and roll them into 6 evenly sized mushroom meatballs. Successfully rolled our mushroom meatballs. I'm going to put them into the oven for 10 minutes and then we can make the other elements. So we're going to make the sauce now, but we actually stuffed up and added the whole garlic and onion to the balls, hence why there was so much onion left over at the end. That's right though, the sauce is just going to have to go without. So for the sauce, add 1 can of chopped tomatoes, pinch of chili flakes, some cracked pepper, a pinch of salt, and a glug of olive oil. Meanwhile, I'm making the salad. We've got 7 minutes left on our timer. For the tossed salad, I'm doing some vinegar. I've used a coconut vinegar, a glug of olive oil, pinch of salt, some more cracked pepper, and swishing that all around, and then I'm going to add in the baby spinach. We're also going to make zucchini ribbons, so using a peeler just to get the ribbons and using one zucchini. And finally, you're going to toss and massage the greens into the dressing. Beautiful. So those are our tossed salad greens. Yummy. How's it going on the sauce?
Killing it.
Oh yes, they look good. So now it's time to plate up your mushroom rice balls, and we're going to start with a base of the tossed greens. 3 of these each. Ooh, careful not to break them. And finally, we're going to top it with some of that hot tomato sauce. Dun 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 dun! Hey, it's not bad. And we have some probiotics with our dinner, icy cold, delicious dinner, good entertainment. Odie always loves to come and sit with us while we eat. Don't ya? She just sits literally right here between us, or right here, just to watch us eat. That is so devastating. You get it? Oh, I hate that. Thanks, bub. That's great. Look at, see, look at a little head on my knee. Oh, yum. They taste like legit
meatballs.
Meatballs. Hated it.
So good.
Very, very delicious. I'm having my choc chip cookie. This is the recipe from the Global Vegan. Alex is into his chocky. Oats just sniffing around for crumbs. And no. I hope you've enjoyed today's What I Eat video and got some recipe inspiration while you guys are staying. Oh my God. While you guys are staying in lockdown, remember to stay home, stay safe, and if you have some loved ones that you live with, give them a big cuddle. Bye! 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 Bye!